Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to High Vibrational Kings, man. This is a channel for people that want to better themselves in life. Shout out to anybody holding on to their energy, breaking bad addictions, and trying to become a better version of themselves. Woo, man, today I got a video for y'all, man. Okay, today's video, I'm gonna talk about how people will expose themselves to you and tell you their secrets while being on your SR journey, man. It's crazy, bro. So let me tell you why this happens and kind of breaking down, you know, what's happening behind the scenes, guys. So basically, when you retain, you become very different energetically, right? You essentially, SR is a tool that makes you become like a better version of yourself, right? But basically what I wanted to say is that you become the light in a dark world. All right. So, while everybody is just always on that low frequency, on that low vibration, always releasing, watching the hub, drinking, casual sex, all these things that are keeping them, at a low vibration, keeping them depressed, anxious, all these things, man. On SR, it's just like you do the complete 180, man, right? You're not doing none of that like dark ass energy, right? You become very pure, right? You become very pure. This life force energy, bro, is just like godly. It's like your godly essence, man. So, when I say that people will expose themselves to you, they literally will, man. It's something that is like a phenomenon. It's very interesting, it's like since like what I mentioned right now, that you become a light in a dark world. So whatever happens in the dark will come to light. So if people are doing things in the dark and you're talking to them, eventually they will expose themselves. It's like they have like a need to just tell you like their secrets, bro. Like I know some of y'all can relate to this. Like people just be telling you like very personal things like out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the heck? You feel like you're some kind of confession person, like how they have them at the church. That's how you feel like, bro, because people just be saying the most bizarre things, man. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to make this video is just because the most bizarre thing happened right now, guys. Like I was at work, right, and I was just chopping it up with a coworker, right. I don't see him that much. I hardly see him, honestly. Like, he's just somebody that I talk to. I see once in a while, literally like once a week, maybe. But, we're just talking, and we kind of talk more than usual, right? Usually we just kind of have a little short, like, what's up, how are you, here and there. But for some reason today, I talked to him longer than expected. And while I was talking to him, guys, like the conversation was just changing very quickly, it went from like us talking about work, and then it just transitioned, like things just got like escalated quickly, bro. It's like that Anchorman movie. Like, well, that escalated quickly. Basically, he was just telling me, like, we were talking about like drinking and stuff. Well, he was saying that like how he's been drinking, and I told him that I wasn't, because he was trying to invite me to like a bar, and I was just like, oh, I haven't been drinking. But after that, he just started telling me all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Like he was just basically like exposing himself, man. He told me that, oh man, like he told me so much in a short period of time, and I was just there, just being stoic, just listening to him, guys, just making direct eye contact. So it feels like, your aura, like the type of energy that you give off, it's gonna make people expose themselves because they see like the purity within you, man. You're not doing all that low vibrational stuff, guys. It's almost like you lift the truth out of them, right? You're that walking truth, bro. Like when you talk to these people, man, they just be saying like all types of stuff. So what he basically told me, man, I don't want to make it too graphic, but he was just basically like telling me all types of secrets, man. Like he told me that he was hanging out with like some oh my god, bro. He told me that he was hanging out with like some 7-year-old lady. Like he's my age. We're like like in 25 in our 20s. But he told me that he was hanging out with like a group of friends and that he met like this older woman. She was probably like 60 or 70, bro. And then out of nowhere, like the conversation was just that, oh yeah, I met this chick. And then before you know it, he told me that like he smashed her. I'm just like, I was like, bro, you're crazy. And then after that, he was just telling me like all types of stuff. Like the conversation literally went from us talking about like work to like, self improvement a little bit. I threw in some self improvement and I try to put him on game real quick. Telling him about, it's all about your mentality and being disciplined and all these things. That only lasted for like a minute, right? And then all of a sudden it escalated to like drinking. And then before you know it, he was just like telling me all types of crazy stuff, guys. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. Many people, if you talk to them long enough, right, it's like you become like their therapist or some shit, like they're venting out to you. Like they feel very comfortable in your aura because I don't know, man, like on SR you just become a very pure individual and you have the ability to like listen to people, right? You're authentic, man. You're more authentic self. So people just feel very comfortable around you, man. Not everybody obviously, but like certain people they will feel extremely confident. So all of a sudden they'll just start like exposing themselves, man. Be telling you like all types of crazy secrets and things in that nature, man. And then it's crazy like how the majority of men operate, like what a lot of guys are into nowadays. Because when I was talking to him, he was just saying like that he was just like getting drunk and stuff, and then he just started like talking about like women, right? He said that he went to the bar with his friends and that he was like drooling over this chick, and then that he's been like texting her and then hanging out every day, and then all this nonsense, guys. Like all this worldly stuff, bro. Like all this waste of time, man. When you're on SR, when you're very like purpose driven, a lot of things that people talk about is gonna be like, damn, man. You're just gonna be very grateful to know about this practice, and how like you think, man, because it literally, SR just changes you as a person. You just start thinking differently with a lot of things, man. You're not gonna want to just hanging out with just these random Jezebels, right? You're not just gonna want to just be getting drunk, doing all these things, man. You become more purpose driven rather than pleasure driven. But the things that he was telling me, man, it was just like, for some reason, I was just like, I was surprised, but not really, because I know how a lot of guys are nowadays, man. A lot of guys are very, they're simps. I'm not trying to say it in a judgmental way, but it's true, guys. Like, it's a lot of people, a lot of men lack that self discipline and lack direction in life. So they're just out here doing all types of nonsense, man. Like sleeping with 7-year olds and all this crazy shit, bro. I'm just like, yo. And then, yeah, man. And like people, this has happened too before, like with other things. Like, I've just been talking to somebody, and it's not even that I'm like trying to figure them out or anything. Like I literally did more listening than talking, and they're just kind of like exposing themselves. People be telling you like some bizarre things, but like I said, man, you become a light in the dark world. So whatever's done in the dark will come to light, and on SR you are that light. So people that are in the dark, when they come around you, when they have a conversation, they look into your eyes, and your whole aura is very different from everybody else. So it's kind of like naturally, it's just like you bring out truth out of them, man. Like, and not only that, but the power of discernment, you could see what like people are about a lot more. So it's like the power of discernment, being able to like be very tapped in with like energy and seeing how people operate out here. And it's a trip, bro. It's really a trip because I wasn't trying to like figure him out or anything. Like I said, I only see him like barely at all. But that one time where I was just talking to him a little longer than usual, he just started telling me all types of crazy stuff, man. I'm just like, I just told him, I was like, I wasn't judging or I didn't say anything. I was just like, damn, bro, you're crazy, and then I just left after that. But I left before things started getting even more crazy because at one point he was like showing me like a picture of like this other girl that he's talking to, this Jezebel chick, and it's crazy, man, how people operate, which makes me feel more blessed that I know about this, man. Like the simple things in life, man, being on SR, hitting the gym, having my peace, having my like my space. I don't want to be out in a crowd. I don't want to be doing all this worldly stuff because it's spiritually dead. When you're always feeding the flesh, always getting drunk, always smashing random chicks, like you're gonna be lacking from within. You're not gonna have this God essence within you. You're not gonna feel connected to life. All right. But that's true, bro. I seen a video by this one YouTuber. He talks about SR as well. I think his name is P Weezy or something like that. But he made a video on this as well. How like people will tell you their secrets. I had to go back to check out that video because I was just like mind blown. Because that was like a confirmation. I was like, damn, it's like it is. It really is your aura and how you are as a person, man. Like your energy is just different, like automatically. You literally are different out here. Looking back like on my old self, I did not have this type of energy that I have now. People wouldn't be telling me their secrets out of nowhere. It's like people just tell you, like they just throw themselves out to you in a way, like I said, like it's just like you're their therapist or something. Which is interesting. But this is something that you'll notice, man. It's just like people just tell you all types of crazy stuff. And sometimes it's kind of disturbing, bro. It's just like I didn't even ask. Like I wasn't even expecting that, you know what I'm saying? But people just tell you like crazy things like out of nowhere. I was talking to this one like co-worker, is this different one, and then he was just telling me like just lustful things, man. Like people just like straight up expose themselves and who they are. But like I said as well, you have like the power of discernment, so you could just look at a person, have a conversation with them, and see like, all right, you're on a totally different like vibration by what you're interested in, like the type of music that you listen to, and the whole thought patterns and how you are as an individual. Because at one point he was like telling me that he was just like he was basically like blaming other people, right, for his flaws, I guess. But it all comes down to you, man. If you're always looking for other people to blame and not focusing within, then you'll always be lacking, man. And that's something that I've learned. Like people that men that aren't retaining, like if you're always releasing your life force, you look for things externally, right? You're trying to look for validation externally. You're trying to look for, all these things outside of yourself because you're lacking from within. You're empty, literally, right? Spiritually, you're empty. So when you're on SR, man, you just feel whole and complete. You feel more connected to Source, to God, a higher power, and with that you just feel very like good. You don't seek like the external things as much. You become more spiritually tapped in, you know what I'm saying? You become a spiritual G out here. And you move with discernment, man. You move so much better, man, because like you could avoid a lot of situations in getting yourself into a lot of unwanted situations because you feel more intelligent, right? That you're thinking with this head, not that one. And it's pretty sad, man, how like a lot of guys think it's just like they just sleep with anything, I guess, nowadays, man. And it's just disgusting. Like, to be honest, all that hookup culture shit is gross, bro. You know, the less bodies you have, the better you are as a person. The red pill community always talks about high value man and having a rotation. All that is cap, guys. That doesn't make you a high value man at all, because you're not really respecting yourself. You're just kind of like laying down with like, you know what I'm saying, guys? You're very worldly, more like flesh and all these things that would just make you spiritually dead and basically turn you into a simp, because when he was telling me that, he was just saying that he was like, the stories that he was telling me, he was just like drooling over like this chick that looked bomb. And men on SR, when we see a chick that looks good, we will admire her, right? But we're not gonna be over here like fainting and like passing out and just like, like, saying like how Coomer's thing, man. If you're always on the hub, if you're always releasing, you're just gonna be out of control, man. You're not gonna think with the right type of mentality. You're just gonna think very lustful, very animalistic. So that's crazy, bro. Like I can't believe he told me that, man. And I'm not the type of person to like gossip about anybody. I'm not saying his name or nothing like that. I won't say anything to other coworkers. But I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that that's how people will be, man. They will expose themselves to you, and you wouldn't even have to do anything, man. It's just like I said, the type of vibe you give off is just very different. So this goes for guys and women as well. I seen a video before. I seen a video by Subconscious. He was talking about how females will expose themselves. It's the same thing, like what I was talking about in this video, especially like with females, is that when dealing with them, you have a lot of discernment, and they'll just kind of expose themselves, and you'll be able to figure them out very quickly. All right. But that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. Is I just wanted to share that little story, and yeah, man, it's just a blessing to know about this knowledge and being put on game by the Most High. You know how the Spirit War Martin be saying, the big homie upstairs. It's a blessing, guys. I'd be straight up cheesing for no reason, man. It's all internal. It's from that holding on, being disciplined, holding on to that potent life force energy, and just moving forward, guys. Not operating like how they want you out here in the Matrix, just sleeping around, just wasting this essence. And I told him too, I was like, bro, did you put a hoodie on it? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no. And I was like, shh, people are wild out here, and I don't want to get involved in the crowd, guys. If you're on SR, it's for a reason, man. It's to discover yourself, it's to be put on the right type of track, because a lot of people are lost, and I'm not trying to say it in a judgmental way, because we were all there. So that's why I said that I'm blessed to know about this, because it feels like I was pulled out of like a hole, like out of darkness. And now I'm just like in a totally different space in my life, guys. And now I'm making like content, and it's a mind trip, bro. It's really crazy. But it's kind of like you become like a healer, you heal yourself, so now you heal others. And with that comes people exposing themselves to you, like if you're some kind of like therapist, right? But I don't want to make the video too long, guys. I'm just in that flow state energy, feeling good, feeling positive. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. Maintain your frame, retain gang. Woo! Let's go. I'm out. Peace.